looking good, looking wide. Alright guys, if you're just now tuning in, I'm going to keep this brief. So it's going to be basically talking about, if you have a muscle plateau, and then after that, we're going to be talking about just a Q&A after. We'll see if we have enough people. But it's going to be basically, if you have any questions for me, I'll answer them, and also talking about if you are struggling with a certain strength or a certain muscle group that you just can't grow, I'll be helping you guys with that also. And this will be posted on my YouTube afterwards in case you miss it. So you can ask your questions now if you want. I'm going to be talking about muscle plateaus first, and then I'll go back and scroll through the comments and see all the questions. I'll also try to answer your questions as this goes. What's up, Grant? So it is chest day today, if you guys didn't know. Grant, what you got today? What are you hitting? Oh, shit. Okay, well, I'm filling this shirt out. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start. Like I said, this will be posted on my YouTube once it's finished. I'm going to start going live instead of posting a YouTube video, because for some reason YouTube just wants to be a pain in the butt, and I can't upload shit on it by recording it, so I'm just going to go live now. So I'm going to try to go live once or twice a week. So that's that. So basically, guys, if you're just now joining, this is a Q&A slash a muscle plateau that you might have if you can't build a certain muscle. This was the video I was going to upload last night, but again, YouTube just wants to be a pain in the ass, so I'm just going to do it live. So basically, guys, if you have a muscle plateau, whether it's your chest, shoulders, arms, whatever it is, for me, what works for me is make sure you change up your routine every 6 to 8 weeks. So that basically for me, every 6 to 8 weeks, I change up my compound lifts. So let's say for shoulders, I'm doing behind the neck press for 6 to 8 weeks. My body gets used to it, and then I change it up and then go back to either overhead press from the front, or I do dumbbell overhead press for 6 to 8 weeks. Changing up your compound lifts like that helps, because your body will get used to it for a certain amount of time, and then it gets too used to it, and then you realize why you can't grow strength in that muscle group, or it just goes from there. So make sure you change up your compound lifts every 6 to 8 weeks. You could do 4 to 5 weeks, that's fine too, but I would recommend 6 to 8, month and a half, 2 months. Now, if you're cutting like I am right now, I still keep the compound lifts in. You just have to make sure that you still go heavy weight for that rep range you're doing. So if you're doing, let's say, 6 to 8, you want to go as heavy as you possibly can for that rep range. Now, so basically do all that, and also make sure you get enough sleep. That's going to be probably the most important thing, honestly. Sleep 6 to 9 hours at least. Because that sleep is recovery, sleep is your body healing, and then you feel better the next day. So if I don't get 6 to 9 hours of sleep, my workout always sucks the next day. My strength is not good, and all things like that. So my metabolism's not as fast. So a good way to know your metabolism working is your body's functioning, your body is burning through the food. You get the meat sweats. I get that sometimes when I'm eating, especially when I'm bulking, because my metabolism is better when I bulk. That's pretty much everybody else. Your body's burning through the food when you bulk. You're in a surplus of calories. You're healing. You're getting stronger. But when you're burning through the food like that, your body's saying, "I need more food." So basically, you keep feeding it. But then at a certain point in time, like me 2 months ago, at the end of my bulk, you're going to get a little fat, which is okay. Everybody's going to get through it. But the thing is, you don't want to keep upping your food because, one, it gets expensive as hell. And two, your problem is you have to keep upping your macros, and then your body's going to have to rely on 300-something grams of protein from now on. So that's why you bulk and cut. That way you can go back to where you were and just keep upping it from there. So, but yeah, it's a good sign that your metabolism is working now. So basically, like I just said, get 6 to 9 hours of sleep. That's a good thing. What's up, Nick? So let's say you hit you have a chest plateau, which is, I honestly had a chest plateau back a couple years ago. Basically what I just told you guys, I changed up my routine. And that's another thing. If you do the same workouts over and over again, one, that gets really boring, and especially when you work out by yourself, and also your body's going to get used to it, so your muscles aren't really challenged. Change up your compound lifts every 6 to 8 weeks. For chest, it'll be bench press, incline bench, all that stuff. So for back, it'll be deadlifts, T-bar rows, upright rows. For legs, it'll be squats, hack squats, all that stuff. So for arms, it's barbell curls, cheek curls, shoulders, behind the neck. It just goes on. So make sure you change up your compound lifts every 6 to 8 weeks, I would say. And also, let's say you are doing all those things. Let's say you're doing all those things. You're getting enough sleep. You're getting enough food in you. You're eating a surplus of calories, and somehow your muscles still won't grow. One, you might just have bad genetics in that area. That's just how it is. I mean, for me, I thought I had bad chest genetics, honestly, which I think I still do, because for me, my chest is still small compared to everything else. So it's not like my arms or anything. But what I did for chest is I changed up my routine every single chest workout. I did different things every chest workout. So that's just, you just got to keep doing that. And also make sure you have a good training partner. That's another thing. If you don't have a good training partner, and make sure that training partner is better than you. That's the biggest thing. Either better than you or they can push you. So those two things are good. I typically work out by myself. No particular reason. I just like to be challenged by myself. I like to do it. I like to do this whole road by myself. It'll be much more rewarding at the end, I think. But doing it by myself, it is a bigger challenge because I have to research everything by myself. I have to read all the books, all that stuff. So yeah, make sure you have a good training partner if you train with somebody. Do all that stuff. So make a checklist of everything. If your one muscle group's not growing, if you're not getting enough sleep, okay, that's something I can improve on. Nutrition, that's gonna be your biggest thing. Check mark. Okay, I'm doing that. Good training partner. Yes, I'm doing that. Let's see. I'm changing up my routine. I'm doing that. So if you're doing all those things, it just all comes down to genetics, honestly. So no matter what you do for that body part, no matter what drugs you take, it won't be as good as everything else. So it's just how it is. So for you guys just now tuning in, this is if you have a muscle plateau, it won't grow. I'm trying to give you guys the best tips I can, and it's also a Q&A. I will go back to the comments at the end, and then basically, if you have any questions, I will answer them. So I'm actually going to go through a few of them here just to answer some questions. What are some good movements to build them hammies? Okay, that's a good one. So hamstrings, I think they're more important than quads, in my opinion, in terms of your agility, quickness, strength, everything like that. Your hamstring and glutes take most of the load when you squat, and they should, especially if you go low bar. So any type of a low bar squat, so you put the bar on your rear delts instead of your trap, and your knees don't go over your toes as much. So your knees are pretty much in line with your toes. You kick your ass back before you squat, and put the stomach in between your legs. That way your quads stay kind of neutral. They don't go forward or back. They stay here. And then your hamstrings do this. So your quads are here, your hamstrings go down like that. And that's all hamstring and glutes. So I think I posted a video on that, I think it was a year ago. I might post it again soon. But let's say you want to attack hamstrings on hack squats. What you do is you sit up straight like this, back all the way on it, kick the ass down a little bit. That way your knees are a little bent when you hack squat, and kick your ass forward all the way down. That way, again, your knees don't go over your toes. Your hammy and glutes go down like that. Your hammy and glutes are going to be attacked on that. It's better if I show the video. But I mean, leg curls are good for hamstrings. Let's see, any type of squat, you go low bar. They already said that. It's really just depends on genetics, honestly. So any type of low bar squat, kick the ass back before you start. That's basically all I got for hamstrings. I mean, again, video is going to be the best description of that. So let's see, another question. How do I get bigger? All right, Nick. Are you eating a surplus of calories? That's going to be your biggest thing. No matter how many workouts you do, all working out does is tears your body down, and working out in itself will get you weaker because you're tearing your fibers, and then if you don't recover and eat the right foods, you will get weaker. So you're just damaging your body at that point. Let's see, eating a surplus of calories is going to be the best thing to build muscle. So, I mean, that's just how it is. And Rich Piana said it best. If you're eating 4 or 5 meals a day, still not growing, well, eat more. I mean, that's just how it is. Some of you guys have fast metabolisms. I'm not that way. My body will hold on to the food. It will hold on to it, especially when I'm bulking. So when I'm cutting, especially when I first start cutting, my metabolism speeds up a little bit. I feel a lot lighter, which I do right now, actually. I feel a whole lot lighter right now. But my body is getting back to where it was, honestly, in terms of how I feel after I eat. It is getting more hungry after I eat, just a little bit. So what I'm doing now is I'm reteaching my body how to use the food again. That way I don't keep bulking and increasing the food like crazy. That's just how you get fat. So Nick, the best thing I would do is figure out your maintenance calories. Maintenance calories meaning how many calories you burn at rest, not including exercise. For me, it's about 3,000, I would say. So for me, I have to eat at least 3,200 to 3,500 to gain weight. But that's without exercise. With exercise, I burn about 500, so it's 3,500 now. So I have to eat around 37 to 4,000 to gain weight for me. So eating a calorie surplus, Nick, that's basically all I can tell you. And work out at least 190 minutes a week. That's the bare minimum. So do all that and you should be okay. And he also asks, favorite leg movements, especially to get them hammies right. Like I just told the other guy, any type of squat, you go low bar, you put the bar kind of back here on your rear delts instead of up here on your trap. You kick the ass back before you start, and then you put the stomach in between your legs. Pretend this is your body right here. So this is your head, and the butt's out here. Kick the ass back. You tilt forward a little bit and go down. Keep your torso like this, and go down. Put the stomach in between your legs, and you're gonna feel it in your abductors, hammies, and quads. Hammies, inner thighs, and glutes is what you're gonna feel when you do that type of squat, and it's amazing the science behind it. You won't feel any quads in that movement. You want to take it real slow. So glutes here, your torso's here. Lean forward, kick the ass back. Kick the ass back first. Ass back first, torso, lean forward, go down like this. I want you to go that slow. And then I want you to flex it back up. Don't explode up, flex it back up and keep your torso back. Keep the torso back. Because on the way up, if you explode up, it's not going to be hamstring glutes anymore. So you just have to make sure you flex it back up. That means flex it real slow. That's on squatting, and I think any type of leg curl is going to be good for hammies. Anything seated curls is fine. And it mostly just comes down to genetics. So also for muscle plateaus, if you guys are doing all those things right and you still just cannot build any significant muscle, make sure you go get your test levels checked. That can be a big thing. that could be your problem. Is you're just not, your testosterone's not. You might need TRT. You might need, whatever it is, because your test levels might be below 400, which 400 is the average for an adult. You just get those levels checked. I'm gonna get mine checked in a few weeks to see where I'm at. I know mine's, I guess, okay. I mean, I've never gotten them checked, honestly, but I'm getting mine checked in a few weeks. And get your blood work done. That's one of the biggest things too. Your blood work. See how healthy you are, especially if you work out like me 7 days a week. If you don't get your health checkup, you don't know if you're destroying your body or not. You just keep working out, and all of a sudden, 30, 40, you have an injury, and then you're done. So get all that stuff done. So trying to think what else, guys, because I wanted to keep this brief for today. I might do another live tonight. So long story short, for muscle plateaus, again, if you're cutting, you're not going to gain significant amount of muscle. You're just not. And you can't just say I'm cutting. You have to cut from something. So if you just say I'm cutting, okay, what are you cutting from? That's the biggest mistake people make, is they just cut everything and they lose muscle. The muscle. I can't talk. So when I was bulking, in my bulk, I was 500 grams of carbs, 250 protein, and 150 fats. So I dropped protein and fats down, kept protein the same. What did I say? I kept protein the same, dropped fats and carbs. So you just drop it slowly, week by week. Watch your weight as you go. If your weight significantly drops, add a cheat meal in there. Get yourself back up to where you were, and then just keep your metabolism moving. So just drop it week by week, and then that's how you cut. So you can't just say I'm cutting. So same thing with bulking. That's how you rebound real quick too. If you're in that transition phase from cutting to bulking, make sure you reverse out. That way you just don't gain all that fat back real quick, because all that work is going to be for nothing. So make sure you guys do all that. So when you're bulking, that's going to be the point in time where you build muscle. So if you guys have a plateau, make sure you're going to surplus calories. Do all those checklists I talked to you guys about, checkpoints. Because I guarantee you there's one thing you're not doing right. Nutrition and sleep are going to be your two biggest things in terms of muscle gain, and overall health. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much going to be it for this afternoon. I might do another live tonight. We'll see. That one's going to be a strictly Q&A. I should have more people on the live. This is kind of midday. But today's chest day. So if you guys want to watch my live tonight, it's probably going to be around 9 or 10 o'clock. So you guys need to tune in for that. It's going to be strictly Q&A. This will be posted on my YouTube. So I'll see you guys in the gym. Peace out.